I'm streaming, buddy.
Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go. Today, we eat blackberries. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what's up, Prince? What is up, Prince? How is it going? Oh, a little activity on the poll. It's a good one. It's definitely a good one. We'll see who wants to come in here. I know it's Saturday night. Official Sniper. Yo, what it is, my man? How you doing? How are you this Saturday night? I've been in here for 40 straight days. 40 straight days. I haven't run away yet. How about yourself? Juan Torres. Hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? How are you, my friend? I am here. We'll just wait for a few people to get in and you can see what this is all about. Are you an official sniper? It's an interesting name there. Yeah, no, I'm Darnell just talking. I come in here, some positive energy. We could talk tech, culture, nostalgia, sports, WWE, whatever it is. Please take the poll. That really helps the energy to build. I read all the comments for the most part. I'm a small streamer. I have no excuse not to. I'm very present, and I'm here. It's Saturday. Had a very long day. Would like to tell you guys about it. I guess I'll say that as Stephanie Valentina. What's up? Where are you? Where are you guys from? I'm in New York. Where are you guys from? Like to see some flags in the chat. The other night, somebody tried to trip on me because I didn't recognize the Indian flag right away. So he had a lot to say about us Americans, but then he hung around because what we do here is definitely when we get our mods in here, we love to welcome the trolls, and we have a troll conversion party so we can balance the internet better. The trolls don't even know why they troll anymore. Well, this is my 40th straight day, as you can see in the poll. It's my 40th straight day streaming. Maybe I'll show you what it looked like on day one. That'll be fun. Get out of New York, absolutely. Yeah, well, I don't know if you mean the whole state, but I'm no longer in the city. But gaming, bro, you keep gaming, because the gaming is gonna help us to win or not go to war. I guarantee you. Can I get a shout out? Of course. Art by CB. What are we shouting out? What are we shouting out tonight? That we made it through? What are we shouting out? Fake news, real news? Yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm just in here. It's my 40th straight. day streaming. It's been a long road. And not that I'm having second guesses, but I'd like to know how you guys feel. So far, I'll just read off the poll as usual. 40 straight days of streaming. Should I keep going? Yes, keep the streak alive. 60%. 20% says take a break sometimes. And 20% says start a new challenge. If I were to start a new challenge, does anybody have any suggestions? I have a pretty extreme personality where it's an addictive personality. I think that's a proper way to say it. Where I do something and I could be super repetitive. It could be very healthy. It could be unhealthy, and I'll just keep doing it. I gotta get it. Super competitive with myself. I know that's right. Game all day. Game all the time. All right, well, if you got game, you got game. Yeah, I was just playing Rocket League. Congratulations on making it to season 22. 21 was my first season, so I made it to season 22, and I have some goals, man. I'm gonna try to. I think, what is it? After gold is platinum. I'm gonna try to get to platinum. I gotta work on my skills though. My fundamentals are pretty sound, and I usually get rocked when I find someone who actually has skills. So my son is kind of helping me to coach me. He doesn't play as much anymore. We were playing. We've played on stream before. Super cool. Had a lot of fun with that. But yeah. So, it's Saturday. No one's doing anything? I don't have I was told not to overproduce this, so I try not to have like too many things to talk about. Anything you guys are thinking about in particular? Did I miss some news today? Let me check on what the news is. Okay, news today. Oh my God. Don't want to look at the news today. Any of you guys have YouTube channels? I'd like to check a channel out or two. I'm good for a subscribe. Yeah, I don't know. These numbers sometimes on this side, it's like I feel like I've bored people out. I got work to do tonight. I've been working all day, so it won't bother me tonight if I bore people out. Come in, just take the poll, choke you out to take the poll, and then you have a channel. Cool, let me check you out real quick, Gaming Bro. Oh, Gaming Bro. I don't know, are you little man or the big guy? Which one? All right, well, I just subscribed, sir. Hopefully YouTube will keep me on there. So keep uploading. Do you have what are your goals, Gaming Bro? What are your goals for being on YouTube? Do you have any particular goals, like SMART goals? If you know what that is. Yeah, it's interesting. In fact, let me I don't ever do this, but let me put you up on there. You mind if I put your channel? What's up, sir?
I'm watching your live.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Hopefully I'll bring some energy. You could feel free to join the live if you want instead of watching me in another room. Having a little bit of struggles with energy. Well, I'll just go through my day. That's right. So today, hold on.
Wait, I want to see myself on TV.
Okay. Okay. Well, whoever's still in there, I guess I'll find it in my heart to have a story. I just I need that inspiration. I need to know I'm talking to someone. If I'm not talking to anyone, I'll hold off on the story. Feel a little overdressed though. It's like I'm sweating in this thing. I'll keep it on though. Let's sweat out the stream. It's been 40 straight days of a streak. Let's keep it going. Hey, if you just joined, thanks for hanging out with me, even if it's for a minute or two.
Yeah.
What is that?
What's what?
What's the year?
What you said. What
All right, don't do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Every time. Yeah, so like I was saying, even if it's a minute or two, thanks for hanging out. Today I got to work. I'm getting ready. I'm getting prepared for this garden, and there's a lot of demo work that I have to do on this old run. I also just found out that somebody that I know potentially wants to get rid of 5 chickens. So I don't even know if there's anything to consider. You just take them, right? There has to be a limit though, right? My fear with taking someone's chickens would be it's just a transitioning process. That's the hardest part, is that it's just a transitioning process of keeping an eye on something extra, like observation based to do. Like I didn't really sign up for that as of this morning, or I should say as of yesterday. I wasn't thinking about any of that. And so you just gonna trick me, and then today this is what I'm doing. Yeah, no, that's a hard sell for me. So, but it's hard to refuse. I mean, we're in this, look at where we are in the world, right? Extra chickens, extra protein. Who knows how much the prices are gonna be for things in the store. All right, sorry. Why don't you ask questions? What video? Oh, okay. I'm not good enough that you can't come in here and help me out and ask a question? Oh. All right. All right. So let's see how we feel about these YouTube streets. Man, when the street dries up, the street dries up. That's it's interesting with YouTube how they handle their things. Okay, so since I'm likely here by myself, I'm gonna do the birthday party when none of your friends show up. Okay. And I know it's Saturday. But we're gonna do a birthday party. Let's see. let's see if we can do a quick birthday party. And this is a celebration of how far we've come. There was a point where we could get 1 or 2 poll votes, and as of this week, we had 23 poll votes on one night. And that was totally awesome. So let's just keep up the good work. I started playing with soundboards, I think, around week 2. That's a beat of mine.
About my business.
Ooh, I wish I could drop that sucker, but no. When one of my favorite people comes in, which is a mod, that's usually what I play to support him. Okay, and I made a short this week, and it was kind of themed in that context. This life will be the death of me. So that's what that's about. So let's do it. Let's look at this real quick. So I don't know if, I guess, is it 39 days ago? I don't know what 39 days ago looks like, or like what the date is, but I'll just scrum through here and it'll be pretty obvious. So here we have day 14. Let's see. A Saturday subathon on February 7th. That's hilarious. Cause I thought that I was gonna be able to have people come in here, get super excited, and just sub. We were just gonna sub. Everyone's gonna sub, and it's just gonna work. That didn't happen that way. Okay, so we'll do a little review then. we'll just stick out this review. Someone will join. I'm not really worried about it. I'm excited just to have this streak going. Let me add this thing to this window. Okay. I enjoy like doing a lot of this stuff in real time. I don't know if that's just me or one day that'll pan out, but I think the most enjoyable part about streaming so far is the learning curve of managing the stream. Absolutely. Managing the stream, dealing with a chat, and making the subtle improvements that I need to make to be able to like manage the chat. Like I thought about one just now, like where I have the chat, I realized that where the camera is, and hopefully one day I have a lot better camera. I'm so sick of hear me. I am so sick of a webcam, like so sick of it. But it's the best. It's the best I've had, and I'm gonna go back, and show. Let me just go back to that screen. So we're gonna find. This is day 40. So we're gonna find day 1. Okay, so day 1, I'm guessing would be February 2nd, 2026. The video is set to private. Well, we're here, and just because it's private doesn't mean you can't see it. Okay, so my first title was mental health check-in with strangers. How are you doing? Description, come on in. Gaming and chatting. that would have, I guess that would have worked. So I'm not, it is what I'm just teasing myself. I have showing a little bit of humility here. Let me get to the actual video. Okay, so I can go to this, and then we should see. Oh man. So this is what I'm saying, man. It's not embarrassing, but you don't go 40 days where you're able to manage a stream. Um, there's light in here. I mean, I'm still scruffy. I don't, get up for the stream. We had a lot of fun. The most important thing is to get the right person to do what you want to do, and not just the wrong person to do that thing, and then you can do it yourself and you will get it done, and you will. Well, I don't know what you targeting, Jake Morks, but yeah, that's cool. I was kind of just going through and showing uh yeah, no, okay, I see where you're going. I don't know what you mean, sorry for my loss, but yeah, no, yeah, to your second comment, if you're saying you tried the same thing, if you're talking about streaming, I guess. What I was doing, so this is my 40th straight day streaming, and Saturday is usually a little down. I mean, I think Sunday has been a better stream for me. We pretty much broke records on the stream on, that would be Thursday now. So because I come on here every night, I'm still gonna come and bring the energy. If the chat is jumping, if there's something to read, interact, I'm gonna go back and forth. We're gonna be able to have a conversation. Game Pass, what up, dog? What's up with you, man? Where you from? With Game Pass, I'm pretty sure you're in America. What state you at, man? But yeah, so I've been on here for 40 straight days. We've I've earned. I like to say earned. I've earned a lot of subscribers, more than I have in the past when I was just doing uploads and shorts. I did not start to do a streak. I didn't have a goal in mind. I just was trying to get to a point where I could. Oh, wrong. Okay. Where's that? Where you from? The name, it just felt so fluid. I thought you were around the corner from me. Don't mind me though. I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. So yeah, I was just talking about how this is my 40th straight night streaming, and I guess 39 nights ago, this is the video. And so I was just kind of looking at it. I'm glad it's set to private at this point, but to think that I'm actually sitting in the same seat. Like if you see, there's a bookshelf in the back. Like it's the same seat. Near the Middle East, cool, man. Well, I hope everyone is safe. I hope your family's doing great. Crazy times. So yeah, so I'm sorry. YouTube is sending me a message about bitrate. So I was just reviewing how different, oh man, and I'm talking about deep stuff too. I was just talking about, so let me make sure you guys can hear that.
Todd, you wanna shout anybody out? Uh, how are you, Razu Peebler?
I'm sorry.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm actually. I thought to in my life, a lot of people including myself, have been impacted by suicide. Yeah, Mick, people do need that. People need love. I really don't. I've considered staying away from this platform, and the one thing
That's
that
true.
really gets me, I had to do a little detox because
Yeah, Game Pass, you're funny. You hit me with it. You can do it. Nah, man. I look. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do me. Um, what I'm doing on this platform doesn't necessarily define me as a person. Definitely a person outside of this. It's been a journey. Sorry, I was just gonna look up if you had a channel. Um, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I think what I'm trying to do, specifically on YouTube, is just correct some of the things that I wanted to do and get out, like some creativity that I have that's kind of stuck in there. It's kind of jammed inside, and because everyone is very familiar with content, they more so see that I'm trying to join in that party. So it's weird going to, you're in the party, but you're there for a different reason. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'll do what I gotta do. And like I said, there's some, if you come back to the stream, whether you want to subscribe or not, or just, find a way to reach back to me, you come back to the stream, we have some really excellent streams. So I'm just kind of going through it now. Like I said, it's
I just
been
feel like it's a
40
lot of
straight days. So
negative energy, and I don't always know how to guard myself from the negative energy, but I do feel like there needs to be more people that are just being positive. So,
So I'm still saying the same thing. If you are on this platform, can't speak for others, but me as a viewer, avid viewer of this platform, I would see, I would be on it, and I would see a lot of negativity. And it was kind of messing with my psyche. Thank you, bless you too, sir. Yeah, it was messing with my psyche, and I ended up having to do like a detox from the platform because and there's some other deeper reasons as far as the technology that's at play and how there is a psychological impact, and you kind of are not in control. So I was trying to prove that out by um, stepping away from the platform, draw my own conclusions. But as far as the creativity, there's still a need to express myself. So when I had the question whether or not where do I express myself, I said, you know what? I'm gonna join the battle. I'm gonna join the war. There has to be diversity, and people can wake up. And it ain't. I'm not saying that they're gonna wake up because it's me. I just think that there's a lot more people who are gonna be able to use this platform, other platforms, and get on here and show that everything is not about the negative stuff that the algorithm is promoting. So I'm fighting against the algorithm in a sense because I know that if I change up the way I speak, if I change up my energy, if I'm trying to trick, the system, it'll work, and I'll get tons of views. And I know a lot of people. I've done a lot of things, and I know it'll work. But I'm not gonna feel any better as a person. So this is just who I genuinely am. So I appreciate that.
I might as well just, put my words, put my money where my mouth is, and just come on here and talk to the people. If you hanging out, you hanging out. That's what's up. Yeah, let. And I got my friend Todd on the phone. So
Yeah, if you and I'll get past this video. Essentially, I could see in that video that I was not comfortable. I was as comfortable as I am today. So that was pretty funny to watch because I enjoy playing the game, but I think that I played the game to kind of coach me, through what it was going to be like on the stream. I knew the biggest hurdle was going to be how to manage the stream and manage the interaction of people when people are saying things, and am I going to be able to keep up, or am I going to be able to um not be polar, not be triggered. Some interesting things come in that chat. And for the most part, my technique has been let the interesting things come in. Be careful what you read or what you say out loud. So I'll read all the comments, but I ain't going to say everything out loud. I've had some interesting comments and questions. But even though I have a few moderators, I don't tell my moderators, I don't activate them, because I don't think that's the appropriate way to do it. People need conversation. They need to be spoken to. All right, so next I'm going to show. So this is. So I went from day one. It was super dark. I have no idea why, because I'm pretty sure I was using the same camera that I'm using this day. It wasn't intentional. I'm actually really good at lighting. I've done 3-point lighting in college. I was probably the best light guy. I used to enjoy hanging from the lights in the studio. And so that's not the reason why, but you could see that I was going for this 1% improvement of just improving what I do on the stream, and that it really helped. You could tell that it really helped. Hold on. So I still wasn't where I'm at now, where I wasn't testing anything. Well, I was testing it out. Interestingly enough, I still have the same that image in the background that I got from Unsplash. It's a Creative Commons image, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to the point where I'll shout out the person and give better attribution and credit to the photo. But I remember receiving a comment about the Joker movie, like, is that the city steps? Or is that the Joker steps, which is the comment that was made. I grew up in the Bronx, and these steps, they're not super common, but I can name at least 10 places where there's very similar steps. But yeah, man, let me see what's going on here. So I think
Into people passing the buck on your ring too.
man, this is scary. I was scaring people.
Just chilling, listening to some music. Little midday stream. Just hanging out. Yeah, man, people keep passing the buck. Passing the buck. Throw a rock, hide your hands. They try to trick me out my spot, man.
Yeah, I think I'm talking a lot of I'm using a lot of coded. There's a lot of coded language that I'm using. Because I know myself, I know what I was going through, even though that was like 35 days ago. I could see through what I'm saying. And one of the hardest things on here, Daxton, what's up, man? Bro, I'm just getting through, man. How's your day? I maybe you'll enjoy. I forgot what it's not that I would even remember, but I forgot exactly when you started hanging around. I'm okay today, man. I did a lot of work today, a lot of work outside. The weather was nice enough. It wasn't too cold. It was nice enough to stay busy, and I stayed busy pretty much the whole day. I did get out the house a little bit, which was good. We went to try to pick my daughter up at the farm. They had a little event, so that was cool. Just getting outside. So today is day 40. Oh, you're very sick? Man, you gotta, get the nutrients. Make sure you're hydrated. But today is the 40th day of me streaming, so as you can see with the poll, which we have 8 votes. Thank you very much for people taking the poll. I'm I'm not running away, but I wanted to see what people, thought. I remember early on in doing this, I was wondering if it mattered, right? Like, when does it matter? When doesn't it matter that you continue to streak? Is a streak for you? Is it something that you're doing is incredible? And because I got my crosshairs a little mixed up when it comes to streaming. I've done a lot of reviewing streamers on, let's say, Twitch, where they have a ton on the screen. It always shows the sub goal. And so I feel like I probably fit better there because I enjoy streaming. But I find that I would make it hard to grow and ultimately have the audience because I don't know if I fit a broad audience that's on Twitch with the type of content that I bring. At least not yet. So I feel like I'm grounded in YouTube. But I was just doing a review, just a little bit of bouncing around. So we showed my first video. I guess since you're the man, we're gonna go back to it wouldn't be much to just show.
Where my mouth is, and
So
just come on here and
this is
that's a long
my
time
first
ago.
video here.
I just
On
crazy.
this is day 1 of the streak,
That's why
and
we gotta do more. That's why we gotta figure some of this stuff out that you've been working on. I've been working on for so long because why not? Like you're just gonna let the time pass and you be left with nothing. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry, I was just listening. I think my take on why I came on. I don't think I've actually changed much of the concept. I think I articulated. I would say I think I articulated it better then than I do now. Um, but the reason why is because it's not. Um, I'm more scripted now because I've said a similar thing. I've said it, a bunch of times. I'm here for positive energy, yada, yada, yada. I remember when I said it the first time, it was like something that I thought about before I got on. And when I finally said it out loud, it made sense to me. So I feel like I like the way I explained it. But I'm playing a video game because there's the comfort's not there. I'm not really focused because I don't have any expectations that there would be people coming in the chat. Let me see if it shows. Yeah, I'm not sure from here. How do you see the chat? Anyway, so this is day 1. And I was just getting to. Oh, last thing about day 1. The first stream that I did, I actually did it with, you could hear someone on the phone when it started. That was a friend of mine. And you could tell, like, I'm really only comfortable because I'm just having a regular conversation with a friend. I'm not, though I understand that I'm on the camera, I'm not giving my full undivided attention to the camera like I am right now. Like, I'm not actually managing the stream. So if people did join in there, I don't know what that would have done. I wouldn't have been able to switch that energy. So this one I clicked on because I did like a midday pop-up stream. Again, this is day, let's see. Um, if this is day 1, this is day 4. Yeah. No, no, this is day 3 because I'm looking at the dates. Yeah. This is day 3. So I could see the ego already. Why I'm already switching up. Like, I'm gonna do a midday stream. Like, people are actually following what I'm doing. So that's, I call BS on that. Like, why would you think like that? One of the hardest lessons that I had to really learn is that a, a lot of times it's not about you, right? It's about, so I shouldn't be harsh to myself. Daxon, I don't know if you're still out there, but I'll speak to 100 people. I'll speak to you. It'll make no never mind to me. So Darnell just talking. So
Ready or not, ready or not,
so you should be your true self, right? Like a music artist goes out to accomplish an album, and I'm sure to get 12 to 15 songs, they make anywhere from 25 to 60 songs, maybe even more. And a lot of those songs that don't make it, I'm pretty sure that they are more reflective of who that person is, but it may not be suited for the mainstream. It may be a distribution problem. So that's my problem. My problem is distribution. My problem is that the core group that I can hang out with that hears this message and we help one another, to empower one another, to uplift one another. I can't get to you until I break through certain barriers. Like right now, it might be one person on here. There might be a little bit more. But I can't get to the people yet. I'm sitting here and I'm having a conversation, a reflection. We're in open studio because it's the weekend, and we're really going in on this journey, and even without a lot of feedback, but we're going in on the journey, and somebody will find this, let's say, entertaining or something that they could watch in the background. But there's a distribution problem because I can't do anything necessarily about, getting people in here. I could try to tap into audiences that isn't going to stick, but I know that if you stay here long enough, you work hard enough, you likely find the people. You might have to just be comfortable with the number of people, and that's another lesson for people. So anyway, I did a midday stream, and the midday stream, look, I mean, it had a vast improvement on just what I was trying to show. My camera, I somehow went to the top. I don't know why. The graphics aren't. Well, I'm playing Rocket. Do I play Rocket League this whole stream? Yeah, it looks like a good part of the stream. I'm playing Rocket League. Oh, and then I stopped. So then I just capped the thing on there. So I probably didn't. I probably struggled to manage the application OBS. Okay, so here we are. Let's see. So I'm just listening to music.
If you come in the chat, drop a line, man. How's the day going? Lunchtime. Lunchtime. You got jokes? Throw a joke in there.
That's like my dream stream, right? Um, the interaction where people joke. It's like how, I grew up around a lot of people, and that's how it was. It's just like there's energy. There's always energy. So I could see, but me thinking that before I have that thing built, before I have been around long enough and have gotten my stroke of luck to build an audience, it would be lovely to have someone that's going to joke on me, go back and forth, agree or disagree with me. The nothingness is where the problem is. Utterly disappointed. I don't know how I didn't give up, to be honest. It's been, and I'll make a comparison. It's been 8 minutes so far on this stream, and I've had, I would say, I don't see much. Oh, let me see live chat. I can see it. Okay, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me just, I don't want to refresh. I don't want it to start over. Absolutely nothing in the chat. So what I'm probably seeing is the views that come in and they spike. And then the views that come in and they spike, and then they're not there anymore, right? So I'm probably seeing that, and I'm like saying, hey, why don't you say something? But clearly that's not enough, right? Okay. So I was making a comparison, sorry. So right now I've been in here for 49 minutes, and I'm used to getting a good amount of chat interactions. But I had some stuff early where, people just said hi, and then it was like, they didn't even say bye. They was just like, yeah, we gonna sneak out of here. So they went out the side door. I would have heard them out the back door. They went out the side door. And then a couple people actually had direct conversations with me, but then again, they ended up, just saying peace. Well, they didn't say peace. They kind of just left. But I'm learning how to just move on and not be swayed by that, because this is about something that I'm building that they may not see. Sometimes you do things for people and they may not understand it yet. So that to me is kind of one of these things.
Had an intense moment at work. Man, people try to push you to the edge. I'll tell you that all the time. You gotta protect your peace. Protect your peace.
This life gon' be the death room.
right, coming up on 10 minutes.
Hit me in the chat. Man, people.
Why did I start playing that music?
Protect your peace. Oh, I was supposed to
I'm with you in anything you do, but don't take me home.
I gotta find that song. It's been a while.
The can became so sore that he ran off to the wall. That war was like vacation time after all he'd fought before. He always led the phrase. But
I didn't even introduce what I'm doing, so I'm clueless right now.
Carried him away. Upon his cot he fell.
Me and somebody who plays sports and having to sit like at a desk, because one of the issues with sitting at a desk or working with teams is that the people
I don't know.
They lack intensity. They don't have good teamwork skills. They don't know what it's like to really be playing together. And my skill set with that is really strong. So I tend to struggle when it comes to showing people like this is what teamwork actually is. But yeah, man, I could hit somebody right now. That's why I need to calm down. I'm definitely not sad. I should be in better control of my emotions, though. I would say that. I'm starting to let the stress in the moment get to me, because I think somebody is saying something to. It's the gaslighting. Somebody's saying. I don't think. Matter of fact, it's not gaslighting, because I don't think they're doing it intentionally. Sometimes you just work with idiots, and it's not.
Did I just say idiots? Well, in general, sometimes people do work with idiots, but all right. Let's see. So I never read off the poll results, as we are with 8 votes. 40 days of the stream. Should I keep going? 62% says yes. Keep the streak alive. Appreciate that. 25% says take a break sometimes, and 12% says start a new challenge. No one says maybe slow it down. Still interested in what the new challenge is. Maybe I could intertwine a challenge and still stream. I'm culturally adjusted. I'm culturally adjusted to the stream. It's kind of a baked in part of my night. The only goal with the stream is like I got to get better with the timing of it. Maybe I could keep it restricted, which is hard because hold on. Yeah, which is hard because some of the streams do really well at a certain like point, and then I'm okay with, like, let's say I'm coming up on 55 minutes right now. Let's say the stream starts doing really well. I've already gotten out like what I was trying to accomplish. Yeah, I've already gotten out what I was trying to accomplish. And we're doing it, and I'm just kind of testing it out. I didn't really have a plan. I think that is one goal that I'm gonna try to get better at. And last week, I think it was Saturday too, where I was sitting on here. It was kind of, I don't want to say dead, but it was kind of docile, like it is right now. And I said I'm gonna still do what I gotta do. and I did it, and then the stream actually improved at some point. So I think it's hard not to ride the energy, because I'm an energy person, and when people actually do come in here, it's like, okay, let's keep that energy up. So that's what that's about. Oh, I'm on the screen like I'm asleep. Hold on.
It's not a question of how or why they got there, but when you depend on that person or you got to take leadership from that person, what are you gonna do? They're idiots, you know. So struggle with that sometimes, but it is what it is.
Yeah, one of the
Enough
hardest
about
things
me.
about this is,
What's on your mind? Are you protecting
your peace?
your peace?
So, yeah, one of the hardest things is not personalizing things. Like, I don't want to get personal, and I want to use, because it is kind of therapeutic, I want to use some examples or things that are going on in real life, in real time, translate those, sort of like an ETL process: extract, transform, and load, and transform those things into topics that could fit here. And then the second, the I shouldn't say the second, but I had to take this hat off. The primary problem with that approach is you don't know who's going to be on here. So the advice to me would be, you actually never know. You never know who is going to be, who the diversity of the people that's going to be on here. Is it going to be people that's from the States? Is it going to be people international? Is it going to be adults, older, younger? So I think I'm failing in that, because I'm still in this like general space. Even though that's like fun, I don't think that's gonna work when it comes to wanting to target like a particular topic. Like right now, let me move this camera just a little bit. Right now, I'm leaning back. This is the first time on stream that I've ever like leaned back. Part of it is, well, I had the headset before, so you could see I'm on headset with this. All right, let's just scrum through this.
Because I am protecting my peace. I'm taking a second to do this stream so I can sit my ass down and just, you know what I mean, think about me and mine. I'm not worried so much about what I just got out of.
He's been fighting with his wife since his married life.
So
Couldn't walk, so that
at some point, I realized that the stream wasn't going well.
please don't take me home.
And I said, okay, I'm going to resort to playing games. People like games. Early on, I was getting a pretty nice uptick with communication. Even though the communication was very, like, it was subtle. It would come in. It would come in. Somebody would come in, they would talk, and then they wouldn't say anything thereafter. So
McCann became so sorry. Why said this man is dead?
wow.
But
So
when he said we'll take him home,
let me see. Did I get comments? I sure did. So after 21 minutes of sitting there, that's like painful, man. I would even. No way. I must have not. Okay. Yeah. So there was comments.
So, struggle
Okay, I just didn't scroll down.
and listening. I dropped. Having a good day so far.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the whole "are you having a good day?" I don't know how long that is good for. Just asking people about their day. But
What's up, man?
I didn't know.
Come in here.
Oh,
Drop something in the chat.
drop something in the chat. I'm like begging for some sort of interaction. I mean, in hindsight, I was triggered by a moment that happened right probably 10 minutes before I got on the stream. I just kind of wanted to get away from that moment at work. I actually remember what it was. I'm well past it, thankfully. But this could be therapeutic, right? I was still not sure. Again, this is what did I say? This was day 4. So just break it down. Me thinking that I could just switch up and do a midday stream. I guess it's innocent thought, but I'm just going to get random. Again, it's day 4. So even today, I mean, a ton of random, but Prince came in, Daxton came in, and when those people come in, these are like, return customers. Like that's what we do this for. Oh man,
Trying to simmer down at work, man. With intentions, they have schools. I didn't go, but they have a lot of free information as to how.
Yeah. Okay. So this is day 1. That was day. What did I say it was? Sorry. That was day 1, 2. You gonna be there on Sunday night? Hey, what's up, Prince? Yeah, so I was just going through. It's been 40 days. We're gonna keep this streak alive according to the poll. And I was just interested in just looking at how far we've come. So I started at day 1, and I'm trying to find like some interesting streams to look at. So, oh wow. So on February 9th, I did a stream called Day 6 Live, showing up, chasing 150 subs and talking life. That's actually not a bad title. I'm kind of impressed with that title. What's up, sir? No. Yeah, so this is not a bad title. I'm not gonna read the rest, but I do want to open it. I want to see how did this title pan out. How much? Oh, so I still have the same camera. I'm still at the top, and I got the thing going at the bottom. I was working on, again, I'm a theme person, so I was working on Prince. Who else is here? I don't know, Prince. But my goal is to push through. I'm not sure if anyone else is here, but my goal is to push through and just have my stream. I can't. There's so much you can't control about this. You have good days, you have bad days. It's at least in the beginning. So, I did talk to Shadow Black the other day. He was guess he's doing okay. Can't wait for him to rejoin, and we could have some more fun. I can't find that hat. I want my gray American hat. It's probably in one of my cars. I look like I have Beijing on. I think I must have shaped up my hair. It looked like I dyed my hair or something, which is not the case, but the lighting is a little funny. All right, 4 minutes in, still no.
Always welcome to
Okay.
this one, but what's up, everybody? Just trying to take a poll, you know, get the Sunday blues. Let me know. It's my sixth straight day streaming. Not sure where to take this one, but just trying to be consistent. Had a pretty good night. And yeah, if you want to chat, we could chat and see if we can make something of this.
Boo. No, I just see I see nervousness and just not being relaxed. Other than that, everything else is good.
Always welcome to throw something in the chat. What's up? Tell me where you from. What's going on, peoples? I'll get into some topic if it makes sense. If not, it is what it is.
Yeah, I wish in watching this is kind of painful. I wish YouTube had like some like a chat roulette kind of, throw 50 people at you, and if it works, you feel you at least understand how to move forward. When you don't have anyone coming, you're just sitting around waiting for that moment. I remember one of my first big struggles was if I was mid conversation, I might even be like into a deep conversation, but when people come in, they don't know what the heck I'm talking about. So you kind of got to, I don't know the answer to that, but when the people come is when you should be the most active, intriguing, and interesting in order to keep them, right? But you also don't control that. And I'm sure you don't even see when that occurs. So you just got to do what you got to do. That's why I said, Prince, like, hey, I've been here before, man. I've been here before. Thanks for hanging out if you still are. So I do see this whole goal 150 thing. You see, I don't put that stuff on the screen anymore. It at least it's not that I'm against it. It's that there's a mismatch on how I use YouTube, and how I think of what streaming is, because I'm more familiar with YouTube streamers who are in horizontal format, or I'm familiar with Twitch streamers. And on Twitch, it's very customary to have like a sub goal and all of that, right? Like a more busy stream, chat on the screen. YouTube, not so much.
Sorry, I'm just clicking around the computer a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I need a drink. What do you think? Something's off. I need something to I would say get in the mood, but
That boy not lying.
what's that yellow bar saying? YouTube is not receiving enough data. Okay. I'm having some internet issues.
This actually happened tonight. So I might have been one of the first times where I got a message like that, and I was like taken back. And I'm trying to, just with my very minimal media background, I do understand not to expose the technical mischief and problems. Just like when you're dancing on a stage, you just smile and, things are going to happen and you just keep going with the performance. So I did feel a little overwhelmed because I just didn't know what it was. And I shouldn't have. I mean, how many people were were around at this point. I don't know if this is accurate, but it looks like no one was even around. Um,
I'm talking. Hopefully we can get a few people in here and we'll have a little discussion. You know what? I deserve a drink. I'm gonna go get a drink. Take me 2 seconds.
all right. So it's now we've been in here for an hour and 11 minutes. I think this is a good place to stop. I do want to finish the review, so I'll just leave this window up. But needing to go get a drink. When I jump on here tomorrow, I'm gonna pick back up. I'll do a quick overview of the why and the what of what I'm actually showing, and hopefully I could just kind of breeze through it, and there'll be more interaction here. Again, this is for me. I'm totally fine. This is like practice for me just to be on here, talk, have a good conversation. I should be a little bit more prepared. I think there was an opportunity in the beginning. Let me just look at the numbers real quick. Yeah, so we actually had a larger than normal spike in the beginning, and that spike didn't yield anything thereafter. So gotta, back to that and figure that out. So okay. Then there's 3 people who come in at right when I say that. Yeah, if you're out there, take the poll. I was Oh my God. Yo, we are out here trying to get it popping. Can I type back? Yo, I been on here for an hour. and it's dry time. Shadow Black, welcome, man. Welcome. We were just having this conversation. It sucks that you're doing this to me too. The conversation that we were having, just for others that may be in, I was talking about the way that the chats work on YouTube, where it's like it's like people come in and their energy is what matters. So I'm never gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't matter to you, but it's weird that like YouTube, I'll just speak to YouTube. It's like YouTube houses this environment where people who show up to the game are the game. Like, have you ever gone to a concert and you go to see somebody? The people in the stands, or a comedy show, the people in the stands are not the show. Comedy show is probably even better. They're not like the show, but the type of energy that could happen in the chat, Shadow Black is like, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. I've been here pop. I done popped out. No, I definitely appreciate you for joining. Thanks for taking the poll. No, we're not in danger. Just so you know, we're not in danger of not keeping the streak alive. So that's not, I'm not running away. I just wanted to do somewhat of a review. This is day 40, and I just wanted to kind of take a look back, and if I did get people in here that wanted to take a look back with me, I thought it would be cool. So what I initially showed was this. This is the first day that I got on stream. I just did a little review of, my topic, mental health check-in with strangers. How are you doing? You know, kind of a therapist at that point. If I had to assume what I expected a bunch of people to join the chat and say, "This is my issue. How can you fix me? How can you fix my problem?" Darnell just talking. Are you gonna talk about it? So clearly that's not what happened. But look, day 40. Look at all the days you need to make a short collection of all the days you did. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think something like that's on the way. I don't know if it's a 40 or a 50 or maybe a 3-digit number. One thing that I was talking about a little earlier was that who does it really matter to, right? I think my crosshairs are a little mixed with what streaming on YouTube is, what streaming in general is, and what streaming like on a platform, let's say Twitch or Kick, right? Streaming on YouTube is a little bit different. It's a little bit of a different beast. And like you hear a lot of people who do stuff on TikTok and the numbers just seem very inflated. They just seem like, it's easy. Discovery is easy. This platform doesn't seem to help you as much with discovery. So again, I didn't try to do 40 days. I just did one day. And the one day was called mental health check-in. And what I wanted to show though was, look how dark the camera was. I'm clearly in the same spot. You can see the bookshelf in the background. My bookshelf came already. That's not that old. So that came, I put it together and just started to, build my space a little bit. And that's what we had, And now here we are, and the lighting's better, the camera's better. I worked a lot of kinks out. I'm not as much jumping on a video game. I think that was a coping mechanism, potentially. I was having a conversation on the phone. I thought what I was saying was good. I played a little bit of it earlier. Shadow Black, if he's still hanging out.
Todd, when the last time I streamed? While I play this video game. Talk to the people. If you hanging out, that's what's up. Yeah, and I got my friend Todd on the phone to make sure I ain't miss nobody in the chat. I mean, it looks like I had 38 people come in here already. It's 4 concurrent, but that's what's up.
I have less concurrent now, by the way.
What'd you say?
And I'm more relevant now, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna keep going up. People swipe. I ain't saying that A word, but
algorithm.
I'll let you say that word, but I'm not trying to break in no. I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, who cares if you say the word? Just say the damn word. Yeah, but that's it. I was going through that, and I had stopped at the point where I was in stream day, was that 5 or 4? Oh, day 6, sorry. And the stream started to change. My 1% improvement was me going. Was I not playing? Nope, I wasn't. That wasn't on the screen. You know what? I was talking to a friend of mine. A friend that I talk a lot of media stuff with. No, that wasn't you, sir. That was not you. This friend also has encouraged me to do this. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave studio mode because I think I'm tripping myself up with going back and forth. Let me just make sure. Okay, cool. All right, so Yeah, no, I remembered clearly. I had it in my head that I was gonna go live that night. Again, just let me just try it. Let me see what it's gonna feel like. And I he called me like 10 minutes before. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. Before I just say, you know what, I'm not doing that. Cause I was willing at that point. I was willing to fail. I think that's the difference. What I had just lost care for. I felt like I would learn more than I wouldn't, or I would gain more than I would lose by just doing it. And if I didn't do it, I just felt like what's the point, right? What's the point? Just do it. It's not that serious. What's the worst that could happen? And from the technical side, I want these skills. I want to know how to manage this application, OBS, manage a stream, manage a broadcast. Who knows? Who knows how I'll be able to activate these skills in the future? Um, so that's that. And then I was just kind of showing, not this day, but the one I showed before that. And I'm luckily, I know you. I'm catching you up, Shadow Black. But we're gonna have to get off here if there's no Mr. Boombastic.
Before we go any further, let's be friends.
I just felt the need to click that. Okay. So then I showed this one.
Straight day that I streamed.
And this was the first day, I believe, that the camera changed. It was like super bright. I started working on what it looked like. But for a very long time in the beginning of the stream, there was like nothing going on. People were jumping in. It was just like, hi. So I wasn't there yet, but I just wanted to see how that Mr. Boombastic is right here. I'm Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Lover. Yeah, so I was just showing.
But he was shot one day.
And then this music was playing in the background. I didn't even know. That was super funny, I guess, for me. When I watched, I started when I realized when it was over, I'm like, why is this music still on? And I still had the program open. So I played Rocket League, and I didn't have. Yo, bro, you look super light skinned with that camera. Yeah, it was. This stream was during the day, so the light from the the window is just like it's off the chain. So, yeah, you try not see. Look. A little bit of more melanin, and this is like 2 days later. But this one's light, this one's dark, like nighttime. I don't have a lot of light in here. But I was playing with a theme called Play Work Grind. I thought that I was getting some vibrations from Rocket League and just doing that type of not because I'm not like a gamer or anything. But I thought there was if I had to guess, I thought I saw somewhat of a bump for people that would join the stream, or if they, they must see it. I've done wide format streams with that, and I've always gotten like someone to say something. But the problem with the Rocket League stuff is there's no conversation, so I got kind of misplaced with whether or not that actually worked for me. So I kind of let it go for that reason, or just haven't done it much. And my son stopped playing; he plays more Fortnite. Work grind is like, I was just looking into if I could have something that sounds a little catchy, realistic and a little catchy. Never got there, but I tried. And I believe I stopped it right when
You know what? I deserve a drink. I'm gonna go get a drink. Take me 2 seconds.
and that's where I paused it. If you're still here, I'm getting a bitrate message. So that's where I paused it. That's where I figured I needed a drink. Part was just I needed a drink. Part was I needed a drink because I'm on here and I really don't understand what I'm doing here. It didn't make sense to me. So that's kind of what was going on there. But yeah, so I've been on here for an hour and 26. Let me just read out the poll, and then I'll go on and do what I got to do with my life, and you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It was, 40th day of this streak, so super cool. Happy to have made it this far, and hopefully we have many more nights in our future. So the poll reads, 40 days of streaming, should I keep going? With 67%, yes, keep the streak alive. With 22%, take a break sometimes. And with 11%, start a new challenge. And 0%, maybe slow it down. Well, no one wants me to slow it down, so I guess that's not the worst sign. Streaks are cool. Streaks are cool. I think it plays into my addictive personality where I intentionally stay away from certain things because I know that I would master it. I'm into like mastery. So this is kind of what's going on. So you guys are seeing this in real time. I don't think it's an addiction, but definitely it's an exercise, and I'm enjoying the ability to exercise in real time in front of people. I do have to consider whether or not, and I think I asked this to a few people already. I think what I'm doing, though it's good and it's fun, I want to get the best out of it. You got to get a return on investment. You put yourself out there, you should get a return on your investment, right? So I want to make the best of what this is. And so I have to keep considering whether or not me doing it makes the most sense. I don't have a good enough reason not to do it at this point because I'm only able to learn. I learn every night, but I'm able to learn the most. I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say I'm able to learn the most when there's the most energy in the space. But I think there's also learning is just a total different type of learning. It's like learning your primary language and your secondary language. Just two different things when energy's high in the chat and in the stream period and energy's low. So this is expected. On Saturday night, it's a low energy day. That's totally fine. But I do have to consider whether I'm using the right format, the right tools. This whole week, I took a step back from overproducing stuff. Topic, now I'm not really coming with a specific topic that I'm adding to the description and the title. I'm trying these things. They don't seem to make as much of an impact as I would like, even though I'm getting information back from, the internet and, where I go to receive information about this and building what this is. I don't have enough data to prove any direction. If I'm looking at the first stream that I did, I had 70 views, right? I don't have 70 views tonight. And that stream was half as long and the camera was terrible. and I didn't have as much to say. I wasn't comfortable, and I still had 71 views. So there's a lot about the distribution system that is not in your control. So that's really what we have to overcome. That's what we have to figure out, or in the long run. But I'm Darnell just talking. Tonight I don't want to talk you to death. I like the little hashtag up there. It's pretty simple, straightforward as to what I'm talking about. Maybe I can improve on that and see if that's a vibe. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's been nice chatting with you. 40 days. Clap it up for your boy. 40 days.
Sucker for love, sucker for love, sucker for love, baby.
And now I don't even know where my stuff is because I pressed one button.
Sucker for love, sucker for love, sucker for love, baby.
Today, we train for the 2030 Winter Olympics. Let's do it.
But here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Ha-ha, we are warm and we have our heart's desire. For here's four good fellows and the beechwood and the bellows, and the cup is at the lip in the pleasant fellowship. Oh, here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Ha-ha, we are warm and we have our heart's desire. For here's four good fellows and bellows.
Today is day 15th straight day of myself coming on here streaming. In many places, where you grow up determines how you operate. Like Kendrick Lamar, I went from just being a regular dude to a dad to Unk to OG. When I go play basketball, I'm considered OG, as if I'm out there throwing hook shots or something. Make the Pick says, I think that the 90s, 2000s internet felt more special, like nostalgic, right? Is the internet more impactful today from an information standpoint today than it is in the 90s? There's a lack of diversity. You have people that see the internet as social media, and that's very sad, because if social media is the internet, then all of your information is going to be confined. If you have children, or if you're going to have children, or if you engage with children, please be honest with them. That is my only request. I have never been more honest than after I had my children. I like when I build something for people to be impacted, and I actually believe that
after 25 days of streaming every night, not only just chilling, but I'm outside. I'm outside, people. One take.
I'm outside, y'all. I'm outside. I'm out of here for real this time. Just so you know, I'm gonna be working on Thaw Season, the Final Frost. Look out for that. I'm gonna get out of here.
This life gonna be the death room.